You won't believe the personal challenge that I have made for myself.
Get to Bali, together for some mental beer. When I get to Bali. Selamat datang, taman-taman saya. Saya Ron di sini, Ronald, aka Bali Bama. One day I'll go into the explanation as to why I say Bali Bama. It's a funny story, so I'll let you know about that later. But what is this big challenge that I'm going to do? Well, first let me explain why I'm going to do the challenge. My wife and I, Ita, we've decided that we're going to start spending more time in Indonesia. So we're going to split our time between staying in the USA and in Bali, Indonesia. So when we decided that, I put a challenge upon myself. I said, well, if I'm going to spend more time there, I really need to learn the language. So that's the challenge. I'm going to try to learn Bahasa Indonesia, and I'm going to try to do it within 1 year, 12 months time. Will I be able to do it? I hope so. Now, believe it or not, I did try to make this video several other times, 2 times in fact, and this is the 3rd time. And as we say in the USA, the 3rd time is the charm, right? So hopefully I'll get this right this time. The first 2, I wasn't quite happy with the outcome, so I decided to do this 3rd one. Matter of fact, let's take a look at these first 2, and you can give me an idea of what you think, or if you think one is better than the other. All right, let's take a look at the first one. Here it is.
Halo semua, selamat datang. Saya Ron dengan Travel with Ita and Ron. Saya sekarang di Amerika, tetapi pergi ke Bali. And what I want to do is I want to learn Bahasa Indonesia. And I want to do it and become fluent within 1 year. In order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself in a situation where I have to speak Bahasa completely, and we'll see how I do. Now, everybody wants to tell me that, oh, Bahasa is so easy to learn, it's an easy language, but I'm not so sure. You know, things like, okay, let's take this for instance. Am I belajar Bahasa Indonesia, or am I belanja Bahasa Indonesia? I always get those 2 mixed up, but I think it's belajar Bahasa Indonesia. So come along with me on this journey as I try to learn Bahasa Indonesia. It should be fun, and it'll be interesting to see just how well I do over this year. I'm going to do this probably 2 times a month on a Friday, and I'm going to call this series Jumat Lucu, Funny Friday, because it'll be fun and interesting to see just how well I do. Okay, until then, you guys take care. Sampai jumpa nanti, hati-hati. And let's remember this. Let's live Bali, love Bali, respect Bali. Let's all do our part to keep Bali beautiful for the next generation. Okay? All right.
Now that was the first one, and you can tell it was done a little while ago, but I was basically saying the same thing, that I was going to challenge myself and that we were going to move to Indonesia, or at least split our time between Indonesia and the USA. Now, why don't we take a look at the second one that I tried to do? Now on this one, my wife and I, we were sitting on the sofa and we were discussing moving to Indonesia and if I would be able to learn the language. Of course, the language is easy to her, not so easy for me. So Here, let's take a look at that one too. Yeah. What is it? Ayo. Selamat datang teman-teman saya. Saya Ron, aka Bali Bama.
Bali Mama.
Apa kabar? Saya baik. Ini istri saya, Ita.
Hi.
So I'm here because we've made a decision that we're going to spend half time in Indonesia, half time in the USA. So I have put a challenge on myself to learn Indonesian within 1 year. So just wanted to let you guys know, and that hopefully you will follow me as I go on this journey to learn Indonesian now. Everyone says Indonesian is one of the easiest languages to learn.
Yeah.
So far I don't think so, but we'll see. I think I'll do okay. I know some just from listening to my lovely wife as she speaks to other Indonesians on the phone or in person. So again, this is going to be a 1 year challenge. So what do you think?
That's good. I think you can do it.
Yeah,
Kamu bisa.
kamu bisa, you can.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes,
can.
you can.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So,
Not like Obama. Yes, you can.
oh yeah, that's Bali Bama. So, just stay tuned, like and subscribe to the channel, and watch me as I learn. It shall be funny. That's why the title of it is going to be, what is it? Lumat Juchu?
Jumat lucu.
Jumat Luchu. So Funny Friday. So I'll try to post at least 2 Fridays out of every month. It may be more than that. And there probably also will be some shorter videos in between there. So it should be fun and it should be funny. So we'll see you again. Like and subscribe and follow me on my journey. All right.
Da.
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 So that was the second time that I started the video with the introduction. And like I said, this is the third time. We're going to make this one the last time. So, but what I do want you to do is, take a look at all 3 and then give me your suggestions as to which one that you like best. Okay? Now that we know what my challenge is, here's my thoughts of how it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to call this video series Funny Friday, or what is it? Jumat Lucu. And it's not going to be every Friday in the beginning. It may be 1 or 2 Fridays a month. And then as I get comfortable and get better at doing it, then it will be every Friday of the month. And what I'll do is I'm going to do things to force me to use Bahasa Indonesia and see how well I do. And the way it should work is, sure, in the beginning, I'm going to be speaking mostly English, a little bit of Bahasa. Then towards the end of the 12 months, I should be speaking really all Bahasa Indonesia. So as I go through this journey, I want you to follow me, give me tips and suggestions on what I can do. What do you think is the best way to learn a new language? And we'll take the journey together. Now that means you're gonna have to like and subscribe so you'll know when I'm posting a new Jumat Lucu. All right, now you may be wondering, why am I taking the time to learn Bahasa Indonesia? And here's one of my reasons why. Many Westerners, especially from the USA, we go to foreign countries and we don't learn the language of that country that we go to. And it's my belief that if you're going to go to a country, especially if you're going to visit that country quite often, or you're going to spend a lot of time there, you should learn the language. You should learn the language, you should learn the culture, you should experience the food. You should really try to experience what the local people experience. So that's one of my reasons why I want to learn the language. I don't want to be like the typical foreigner or Westerner and say, oh, you need to learn English, to the locals. No, I want to be able to speak Bahasa Indonesian to the local people because that's their native language. And so I think it'll be nice for me to be able to communicate with them, not only in English, but in Bahasa Indonesia. Don't have that Western attitude of, I'm from the West, you need to learn my language, I don't need to learn your language. So that's my primary reason as to why I want to learn Bahasa Indonesia. Okay? So there you have it. That's the big challenge. And I really would like for you to follow me and see if I'm able to meet my goal of doing it in 12 months' time. Okay, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be funny, just because the differences in the English language and the Indonesian language as far as the structure of sentences. You guys, y'all say mobil merah, and here in the USA we say red car. So the sentence structure is really kind of reversed. So it's going to be funny because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of times when I say something backwards or I mispronounce a word, because the way we pronounce our vowels in the USA is different from the way you pronounce your vowels in Indonesia. So it's really going to be interesting to see how well I do, and as I go along the way that I make the proper corrections, that in the end I'm able to speak Bahasa Indonesian correctly. So anyway, I hope that you will continue to watch me and that you'll look at the next video that's coming up. And I really don't know how to say goodbye right now, but I know that you say da, okay? And I'm going to play one more video clip. I'm going to repeat something because I think it's really important what was said in one of the video clips. So take a look at it. I think that's an important matter. And again, da.
So yeah, that's it. And just remember to live Bali, love Bali, respect Bali. Let's all do our part to help to keep Bali beautiful for the next generation. So Sampai jumpa nanti. Hati-hati. Bye.
When I make it to Bali,